What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike, and I'm back with another Power Book 2 Ghost video if you're new. Now, this is going to be my thoughts video on Power Book 2 Ghost Season 1, Episode 9. If you're a fan of Power, if you love Power, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on Power Book 2 Ghost, you get them. Now, this episode was titled Monster, and it's pretty self-explanatory why it's called that, because when they were in class, Professor Jabari Reynolds, he was talking about, what makes a person a monster. He was talking about Frankenstein and everything. And then all throughout the episode, Tariq was questioning whether he was a monster or not. And Effie told him, look, you just got to accept the fact that you are a monster. I accepted the fact that I'm a monster when I turned you in that choke. So that's pretty much why this episode was called Monster. And also because Tariq had to decide whether or not he wanted to do something which would really make him a monster. And that was to kill Epiphany Turner. And he decided not to do it. He looked in his book bag and he seen a whole bunch of cash because she said she would run if she had the chance. She was supposed to testify, but he decided to pay her off instead, so she could get away. He really went there to kill her, but he didn't do it. But this is just my quick thoughts video. Just wanted to tell everybody what I thought about episode 9. I definitely liked this episode better than episode 7 for sure. I thought episode 8 was the best. Then I'll say episode 6 was next. Then this episode, episode 9, and then episode 7 is in last place as far as how good these season 1B episodes are. We didn't see 2-Bit in this episode. I thought we was gonna see our boy 2-Bit, man. He was texting Tariq saying that Tariq owes him 50K now, for saving his life and everything, but we didn't see 2-Bit. I was kind of disappointed about that. This dude Kane is crazy. He's just off the chain and he's too much, man. He is seriously wild and something needs to be done about him. I keep telling myself that I like Kane, but then he keeps doing shit that I hate, that I don't like, over and over again, and then it makes me not really like him as much. Kane just wants to feel loved all the time. He keeps going to his mom. He's trying to be accepted, and, she had enough of his shit. She just had enough of it. We seen Kane, he was trying to start his own operation in this episode. He was trying to run the streets by himself. We seen him cutting up body parts. He was doing all types of crazy, wild things, and I just can't believe it. And then he killed Officer Ramirez, and I knew that Officer Ramirez was only gonna be in 9 episodes because when I looked on IMDb when the show first started, it said most of the main cast was gonna be in all 10 episodes. And then I seen that he was going to be in 9 episodes. So I figured that maybe, the officer was going to get killed. But I wasn't sure if Kane was going to be the one to do it or not. We always knew that, Kane didn't really like this dude because he was sleeping with Kane's mother. But I didn't know if Kane was for sure going to be the one to kill this dude. But Kane just did it like it was nothing. Just because Officer Ramirez did not agree to kill Tariq and did not agree to help Kane out, Kane just snapped and decided to kill this dude. Kane just has a hot temper. He does stuff without even thinking about it. He just pulls a trigger without even thinking about the consequences. This is gonna have consequences because when Lorenzo finds out, that one of his men in the NYPD has been gunned down or whatever, he's probably automatically gonna think it's Kane. Because Kane is he's wild, man. He's a wild boy, and something needs to be done about him. We didn't see much Lauren in this episode. We seen her a couple times in the school when she was in class and everything. And she kind of got into an argument with Tariq because she mentioned something in class about how, people deserve to be in prison for the stuff they do, if they're a monster. And Tariq got mad. He was like, so my mother deserves to be in prison. And those two kind of got in an argument, and Tariq told Lauren to leave him alone. Ever since, Effie came back, it seems like Tariq really don't want nothing to do with Lauren. And I noticed Lauren said something. She said, murderers and drug dealers deserve to be in prison. So once she finally finds out what Tariq does and the kind of person Tariq is, I don't think she's really gonna mess with Tariq like that anymore. So Diana might be the girl for Tariq. If not Effie, it definitely is probably gonna be Diana, because Lauren, she is against everything that Tariq stands for. We seen in this episode that Zeke was around Carrie a lot again. Of course, they were in the bed together, and Carrie seen the bruises on Zeke, so she questions him about it. And Zeke tells her that he got jumped after the game. He said that him and his boys went to a club, and then afterwards he got jumped by some gang. And then Carrie starts digging into this, and it's all good, because later on Monet pops up at Carrie's office, and Monet threatens the hell out of Carrie. She tells her that if she keeps digging and if she keeps trying to find stuff, then her name is going to be the first name out of Monet's mouth, because Monet knows that Carrie slept with Zeke. Monet knows. Monet is not stupid. She's seen how Carrie and Zeke were looking at each other when she actually met Carrie in the last episode. So Monet, she's not slow. She sees what's going on, and she be peeping things. Saxe got his ass handed to him once again in this episode. Him and Davis were supposed to be working together. They were supposed to be getting Epiphany to go to court and testify against Tasha, and it did not work out. Tariq paid her off to leave town, and then Saxe was looking like a fool once again. Stephen Ott was dogging Saxe all episode long. He has had enough of Saxe, because he wants Saxe to nail Tasha so bad, to protect the James St. Patrick name, because James St. Patrick was running for lieutenant governor, and Stephen Ott wants to protect his name at all costs. But it was funny because he was just dogging Saxe all episode long, but then Saxe decided that he was gonna send a subpoena to Tariq to come testify in court to take the stand. And this can either be really good or really bad. Saxe does have that video of Tariq, and Tariq did admit to killing his father. I guess you could say that. He didn't really actually say that. He said, "I had to do it." That could mean anything. But Tariq has to come to court now, and we've seen at the end of the episode that Tariq hired Tamika as his lawyer again. We all know that Tamika was the original lawyer and Tasha fired her, but now Tariq hired Tamika again, and Tariq actually admitted to Tamika that, he killed his father. He said it wasn't because he's a monster, but because his father's a monster, or was a monster. He put $1 in Tamika's hand to make it official, because once you give $1 to your lawyer, it's official as can be. Like, whatever they hear, they cannot tell nobody. Straight confidentiality. One last thing I'll mention in this quick thoughts video is the shootout. Rico came and he shot up the bar where Monet be at, and Drew, Diana, and Tariq were all there because Monet was getting ready to blast Tariq because he didn't have the money to pay her, because Tariq paid Epiphany instead. But, Monet was literally about to shoot Tariq. I knew it wasn't going to happen, though, because they got to keep Tariq alive. This is his story after all. Power Book 2 Ghost is about him. But Rico comes through and he shoots up the bar with his boys, and Rico is played by Jackie Long. I didn't know exactly who Jackie Long was going to be playing in this show, but now we see he's playing Rico. I did mention in some of my previous videos, though, that he could be playing Rico, and that's who he's playing. But he shot up the bar, and Drew kind of did something really stupid. He ran out in front of the bullets, and he got sprayed. He got shot in the right shoulder, and thankfully he's going to pull through. They took him to the hospital, and he's definitely going to live. But Monet blames Kane for everything. Kane showed up to the bar because he knew Rico was going to come after them, because Little Guap got a shipment from Rico. Rico wants to take Monet out the game, and he pretty much wants Kane and Guap to take over or whatever. So Monet is going to have to find a new plug, and that's when I think Tommy is going to come in. I think, she's going to have to start getting drugs from Tommy, maybe. Tommy has the connections. So we're going to see how that all plays out in the next episode. I cannot wait, but thank God Drew is going to live, because I'm definitely starting to really love Drew's character. So I'm happy, he's going to stay alive. At first, I thought he was definitely dying. when it showed him on the ground in the bar, I thought that was it for him. And I'm like, man, no, they cannot kill Drew already. But thank God he's gonna live. But I definitely thought this episode was better than episode 7. I think episode 8, though, was better than this one. What do you guys think? Comment down below in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think of this episode? Comment your theories, thoughts, predictions, and everything else for the rest of the season. Or should I say the last episode of the season? Because, you know, this season is literally almost over. But what are your thoughts for the last episode of the season? Let me know. Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all Power Book 2 Ghost content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy, FuturisticMike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.